Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And you just know he's going to be under the microscope. Not in just year one, but for the rest of his career, because he was the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. He has what you're looking for. Great leadership ability, tremendous football character, incredible college numbers. But like any young quarterback, how he will deal with the pressures of life in the NFL will tell the tale.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got some space here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll get it to Drake, running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue, line it.
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Matt Hawk now to punt. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 10th-year quarterback. This is his first season in his 30s. 30-year-old out of Georgia. It's Matthew Stafford.
One thing you ask for from your quarterback, improvement each and every season. You also ask for consistency. Matthew Stafford, 7 straight years, over 4,000 yards passing. He's still looking for that initial playoff victory during his tenure, but I think that he's been leading them towards it and has a chance to get it in the upcoming future.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now. This is Johnson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
A player that demands our attention, demands that we spotlight him, highlight him, whatever you want to call it, is Cameron Wake, the defensive end for the Miami Dolphins, because at the age of 35, he had 10.5 sacks. The 5th time in his career he's hit double digits. All this after 2 seasons ago, coming back from an Achilles tear. Cameron Wake knows how to get it done.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down at Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, Stafford throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They go back to the ground with Johnson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And we will not see another play as time has run out on this first quarter. 0-0 our score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are in for 6.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Perry, the return. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dolphins getting set to go here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Counter play, Drake. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sean Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
2nd down, Mayfield. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Set. 3-19.
Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's
looks
still
that way.
time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Detroit coming back out here on offense, and this is a team who had the bye in Week 6. Week 7 last week, Charles. Nice win against Miami, 32-21, in what is becoming a very muddled NFC North.
Yeah, and a win on the road as well. Matthew Stafford playing much better since Week 1, 4-interception performance. Hadn't thrown a pick since Week 3 against New England, a win. Think about some of their wins. They beat New England, they beat Green Bay, just won at Miami. But how about the division? They're right in there. The Vikings setting the pace at 4-2-1. Green Bay's 3-2-1. Chicago and Detroit both 3-3. You can go from first to last and from last to first on a given weekend.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. They'll
operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A very solid gain of 27. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll fake it. Now Stafford throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Stafford, and that is incomplete here. The safety, T.J. McDonald, getting in there to break that one up. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. He had their lone TD earlier, now he's got a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, Charles, pretty big piece of news around the NFL on Monday the 22nd. Dallas Cowboys, all the talk about them needing a big-time target out wide. They went and got Amari Cooper.
The speculation was there. The discussion was there. But then late Monday, as you noted, it became real. The Cowboys decided they needed a WR1 and went to Oakland and got Amari Cooper and gave up their #1 draft pick for 2019 in return.
What do you think of the fit
Here we
there?
go.
I think the fit is excellent. Dallas screaming for a wide receiver who can attract attention, stretch the field, and make big plays over the top. He can do all of that. He should help his quarterback, Dak Prescott, become an even better player.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's look back to some of those crazy finishes in Week 7 of the NFL last week. I mean, it seemed like every game had a wild finish.
It certainly did. Dallas, Washington, Brett Maher off the upright from 52 yards following a questionable penalty against his long snapper that moved the ball back 5 yards. How about Cleveland, Tampa Bay? Cleveland claws his way back in, and then Tampa Bay wins the ball game with Chandler Catanzaro kicking the big field goal from 59 yards in overtime. Remember, he missed a 40-yarder in regulation. Justin Tucker missed an extra point. That's the headlines in and of itself. His first miss in the NFL, and New Orleans gets away with a victory. And New England, Chicago. Chicago throws the Hail Mary at the end of the game. Kevin White, 54 yards. He needed 55.
Yeah.
Stopped at the 1 yard.
I don't think I've ever seen a Hail Mary come that close but not get in. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Ha!
Mayfield on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. And Amendola with a catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play fake. Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Green 39.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. And again, it's Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Mayfield, pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway.
Holding, offense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Stafford now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Johnson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Set, 3-19.
Mayfield to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Set, green 39, green 39.
Mayfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Now Mayfield, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Again, it's Johnson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.